And we've reached the quarter pole of the Hometown Football League for week number 9. This is the fourth of 16 games. New Orleans travels to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay looking for their first win of the season still at 0-7. New Orleans comes in at 4-3. We'll get this game started. New Orleans a 7-point favorite. Rainy conditions in Tampa, 85 degrees. We have a little bit of a cold front coming through, and it's leaving scattered showers and thunderstorms in the Tampa Bay area. Probably nothing like the famous game between the Bucs and Chiefs in 1979 that was played in a quagmire at Tampa Stadium, with the Bucs winning 3-0 to go to the playoffs that year for the first time. I'll be controlling Tampa Bay, God help us. Computer will have New Orleans. Tampa Bay won the toss and will receive to start the game. Steve DeBerg is your new quarterback for the Buccaneers. John McKay deciding over the bye week to bench Jameis Winston. Drew Brees will be calling the signals for New Orleans out of Purdue. Sean Payton against John McKay. Tampa Bay in their old Bucco Bruce Orange. New Orleans in white, and we'll get this game started. And this kickoff going 5 yards deep. The deep men were Higgins, Blunt, and Humphreys. And Higgins will take a knee. We'll set the offense for Tampa Bay. Dunn and Allstott at running back. Evans and Carrier at wideout. Jimmy Giles at tight end. DeBerg quarterbacking. Gruber, Middleton, Mayberry, Farrell, and Penn your offensive line. For New Orleans, it's a pretty good defense. Jordan, Johnson, Glover, and Martin your front four. Jackson, Mills, Swilling your linebackers. Waymer, Robinson, Knight, and Myers your defensive backs. And on 1st and 10, the give will be to Warwick Dunn, trap right. And Dunn found the little hole. Waymer on the stop, a gain of 8. He'll go to Allstott up the gut on 2nd down. Allstott famous in his playing days for getting the tough yards, but he didn't get any there. Got it close to the 1st down marker, but just short. DeBerg's going to sneak on 3rd and inches. And he gets it. Gain of a yard. They'll go Evans on the slant. 1st and 10. Blitz coming, so we'll just leave the call the way it is. And DeBerg scrambles and picks up 1 yard and 1 yard only. Jordan makes the stop for New Orleans. 2nd down and 9. It's Tampa Bay trying to get their first win. Some fans at Raymond James Stadium wearing the Yucks hats. The paper bags over their heads with the word Yucks, Y-U-C-S, over their heads, as they used to wear back in the 80s after their playoff run. They made the playoffs 3 times in 4 years, and then they got terrible again. John McKay left, Lehman Bennett, then Ray Perkins, and then Sam Weich all couldn't right the ship for Tampa Bay, and it wasn't until 1995 and a coach named Tony Dungy came along before fortune changed for the Buccaneers. And on this 2nd and 9, it's going to be a screen to Dunn, and Dunn loves his screens. Blitz coming, which might play into the Bucs' hands. Dunn's open, 30, 35 to the 40, and a 1st down. Gain of 10. At the end of the 1st quarter, we'll give you the next 3 days worth of games. We got a big game coming up on Monday the 21st. Sweep left Dunn, 1st and 10. New Orleans playing tight. And Dunn back to the line, and that's it. 2nd and 10 from the 42. They'll go Carrier. Short crossing route. Incomplete. 3 wide and a man in motion for the Bucs. And they will look for Evans. On a medium slant, we're going to change this play to. And Evans over the middle, close to the New Orleans 40. Down at the 42, a gain of 18. Nicely done by DeBerg. Steve DeBerg had 2 runs in Tampa Bay. But everybody remembers that great season he had in the 80s, helping James Wilder break what was then the total yards rushing and receiving record. Off tackle left done. And done. Picks up 5 yards, and the Bucs are going to slow it down in the double tight end set. You got a shift here. Jackson and Waymer playing close to each other, so Waymer is coming in run support. They'll go away from that. The Bucs will trap right Allstott. And Allstott picks up a pair. 3rd and 3. Back to the base formation. A short pass. They'll look for Jimmy Giles here. And Giles might have an opening. He does. Gain of 13. 12th play of the drive coming up. It's been a nice drive for the Buccaneers so far. Trap right done. 1st and 10. As they try to get a little pieces at a time. But done that time. Lost the yard. Johnson made the stop for New Orleans. Carrier, medium fly on 2nd and 11. 13th play of the drive. Carrier's got it, and that's 6 points. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So maybe the Saints defense lulled into a false sense of security there. DeBerg goes deep at just the right time at 6-0. And we'll wait the point after. Good by Husted. And it is 7-0. And we have 6:39 left. So that took 8 minutes 21 seconds off the clock. Here's your kickoff. Atkins back deep. I did not catch who the return men other than Atkins were, and that return is to the 33. So let's acknowledge those return men. And they were Atkins, Wilson, and Dodd. Now let's set the New Orleans offense. Williams and Muncie at running back. Horn and Chandler at wideout. Graham at tight end. Breeze quarterbacking. Rofe, Evans, Goodson, Nix, Turley, your offensive line. For the Bucs, they have some players, but they also have some holes. Selman and Claiborne, McCoy and Logan, your front 4. Brooks, Nickerson, and Levante David, who has been leading the league in tackles at linebacker. Barber, Talib, Lynch, and Barron, your defensive backs. So let's see what the Saints do. 1st and 10 at their own 33. Ricky Williams turns the corner on the left side, gains 4. Selman on the stop for Tampa Bay. Leroy Selman was the first Buccaneer to make the Hall of Fame. It's been followed by a few others since. 2nd and 6 at the 37. Incomplete. Rondé Barber got a hand on that one. Marcus Colston comes in as the 3rd wideout on a 3rd and 6 play. This is to Graham. He's got the first down. Gain of 12. Lynch on the stop for Tampa Bay. John Lynch, now a general manager for the San Francisco 49ers, who has done well. 1st and 10 at the 49. This is to Ricky Williams. Gain of 4, who must be happy that Big Brother started this season after a couple of months delayed because of the coronavirus. Wonder who he's pulling for to win that. 2nd and 6 at the 47 at Tampa Bay. This is Chuck Muncie. He gains 9 yards. Barron on the stop for the Bucs. And now the Saints have something going here. 6th play of their drive, as they keep the first downs coming. There's a throw, incomplete to Graham. That sets up 2nd and 10. Breeze in the pocket. He's got plenty of time, and he throws to Horn, who picks up 12. Didn't catch who caught it initially. Breeze had 338 yards, 28 for 44, and 3 touchdowns against Green Bay, and I believe it was in a losing effort. 1st and 10, ball to 26. And Breeze will call time, leaving the Saints with 2 timeouts. Start it over again. 1st and 10 at the 26. That's thrown, but incomplete. Chandler on Talib. The hit came by Talib on Chandler. They did make contact, so Chandler could not hang on to the catch. 2nd and 10, ball to 26. To Ricky Williams. Looked like he gained a couple. He did. Derek Rooks made the tackle for Tampa. 3rd and 8 at the 24. This is Breeze. Looking for Williams. He's got the first down. And the Saints keep moving. Gain of 12. Nickerson on the stop for Tampa Bay. 11th play of the drive coming up, so Tampa Bay's drive has been countered nicely here by the Saints.
Holding. Offense. Number 89. 10-yard penalty.
Wes Chandler called for holding. Muncie gained 6 yards on a play that now won't count. 1st and 20 at the 22. To Williams, gain of 7. 2nd and 13 from the 15, which kind of sounds like something out of The Sound of Music. Williams up the middle, had a wide open hole, a gain of 6. And believe it or not, we are already at the end of the first quarter. Recording has only gone 11 minutes, so we're going a little fast. It is Tampa Bay 7, New Orleans nothing. Our next 3 days of HTFL action starts tomorrow, 5:30. Note the special time, and we'll probably be doing this on Thursdays when we have doubleheaders. Houston travels to Jacksonville. That'll be an unplugged game at 5:30. I'll do minimal commentary on that. And then at 7, Minnesota goes to Detroit. On Friday, another doubleheader, but it'll begin normal time, 7 o'clock. Pittsburgh at Baltimore, Cleveland at Cincinnati at 9 o'clock. And then Monday, remember the Monday Night Football game, we only have one this week, so we will do a normal time game. 7 o'clock, it's a big one. Washington at 6-1, traveling to Dallas at 4-3. If Dallas wins, they could catch up in the race of the lower East Division. So those are your games up ahead on the Big Paulie's World of Sports Sims channel. And we'll get back to tonight's game. So far it's 7-0. Buccaneers over the Saints. The Saints have 68 yards on 12 plays. Which matches up with their drive. This will be the 13th play of the drive coming up, a 3rd and 7 from the 9. Let's just point out Tampa Bay, 80 yards, 13 plays. So here's your 3rd down. Over the middle, touchdown. Graham, Jimmy Graham. And we're a point away from the tie game. Extra point try, good by Morton Anderson, and it's 7-7. We've just begun the second quarter, 14:52 left. Hagen's back deep for the Bucs, and it's a touchback. So let's see here. New Orleans can be thrown upon, but that front 7 they have is rather fierce. And they're going to go all stud on the dive, just get everybody warmed up after that long drive by New Orleans. Gain of 2. Glover on the stop for the Saints. They'll go Evans, medium hitch on 2nd down. That's caught. And Mike Evans, a gain of 17. He's got 2 catches. He's leading all the Bucs right now with 35 yards. DeBerg has started 5 out of 6 for 79. Dunn on a pitch right on 1st and 10 from the 39. And Dunn has running room, almost to midfield. A first down and a gain of 10. John McKay in his Buccaneers golf hat, pumping his fist on the sideline. All stud up the gut again, 1st and 10. He got a little bit of running room there, 2 yards. 2nd and 8, Allstott 4 carries, 8 yards. Dunn 5 for 22 rushing and 1 catch for 10 yards. They'll look for Dunn here, pitch right. New Orleans was playing tight, and Dunn close to the first down, short by a few inches. Triple tight end set, and they'll go to Dunn, off tackle right. Might be short, he is. Didn't look like he got there. By the way, that's Giles, Brait, and Calvin McGee, your 3 tight ends. 4th and goal at the 41. A field goal would be only a 6% chance. And the Bucs are going to go. It's going to be all stot. This is what you have them for. Dive play. Orphan 1 from the 41. A heavy blitz. But we're going to change it to a screen to Dunn. Try to read out the blitz here. Dunn gets it. It's first down. And he can't get it. I would think it would be a first down for sure against a heavy blitz. So the Bucs with a gaff on fourth down. That gives New Orleans good field position at their own 41. 10:31 left in the half. Breeze. 2. Horn again, a gain of 16. Horn now, 2 carries, 28 yards. First and 10 at the 43. Incomplete. Graham nicely covered by Lynch. Second and 10. To Chuck Muncie. He's got the first down. Gain of 11. First and 10 at the 32. This is Ricky Williams. He loses yards, but let's check the penalty.
Offense, number 68, 15-yard penalty.
So that's a penalty against Kyle Turley for an illegal crackback. Ooh. And that backs New Orleans up 15. First down and 25. So New Orleans in no man's land, but they got 3 plays to get 25 yards. Incomplete. And Breeze was trying for Graham there. Lynch on good coverage. Second and 25. Still the Tampa Bay side of the field. A fumble. A loss of 5 yards. Breeze fumbled. The snap went high, but he got it back. Third and 30. It's going to be a cab ride from Lake Wales for the for the Saints. See if the Bucs could get him off the field. That's a dump to Williams, a gain of 2. Kind of a concession there by the Saints that they could not get the first down. Punting time. I don't think the Saints will fake here. It's a sideline punt to the 10 by Morstead. And that's where the Bucs will take over with 7:26 in a fast-moving first half so far. We're 17 and a half minutes in almost. All stot. Off tackle right. Blitz coming, so it's going to be a screen to Dunn. And Dunn, who loved those screens when he played for the Buccaneers, later played for the Falcons, gains 12 yards. Jackson on the tackle for New Orleans. Double tight end set, off tackle right, all stot. As they run away from the shift, New Orleans had on a gain of 2 for Allstott. Allstott now comes out of the game. Evans, Carrier, and House in as the 3 amigos, the 3 wide receivers, if you will. Medium fly to House on 2nd and 8. Kevin House. Catch at the gain of 17. He got to the 40. Weimer made the stop for New Orleans. Off tackle right, Dunn. And he cannot take advantage of the running lanes being open on a 3 wide receiver set and 5 DBs in for New Orleans. No gain. Sets up 2nd and 10. They'll screen it to Allstott here. Marker before the play.
Ball start. Offense, number 72, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
That's Penn called for a false start. Back up Tampa Bay 5. 2nd and 15. Which might work to the advantage of the Bucs since the Saints are so poor at pass defense. We'll look for Carrier, medium cross. Incomplete. The Berg tried to get it to Carrier, but they could not hook up. Giles on a medium fly, 3rd and 15. And lets it go, incomplete. This time the Bucs will punt. Bidwell punting. Line of scrimmage to 36. Fair caught on this rainy day. Slight wind advantage for New Orleans. I forgot to mention the wind. No more than 5 miles an hour of a wind, so it's a slight wind. And Dodd, with the light rain falling, did not want to risk a return. He makes the fair catch. We have 4:17 left, second quarter. It's 7-7. First and 10, New Orleans. Pitch to Williams, gain of 5.
Holding. Offense. Number 88, 10-yard penalty.
Graham called for holding. Back New Orleans up 10. They now have the line of scrimmage at the 9 for first and 20. Breeze. Lots of time, but an incompletion to Graham, and Cotney provided good coverage, but Graham thinks he interfered with him. Second and 20 at the 9. Can Tampa Bay get a pass rush? They cannot there. Gain of 10 for Graham. Lynch on the tackle. Third and 10 now at the 19. Throw and a catch to Colston, who gains 22. So Breeze, 9 out of 15, 102 yards. One touchdown throw. First and 10 at the 41. Quick throw to Graham, who gains 8. Getting close to the 2-minute warning. Second and 2 at the 49. Ricky Williams, gain of 5. We'll get one more play in before the 2-minute warning at least, and Chandler on an end around gains nothing. Leroy Selman with good pursuit. Now we're at the 2-minute warning, 1:53. It's a 7-7 tie. Second and 10 Saints at the Tampa Bay 46. Incomplete. Looking for Graham. Third and 10. Big money play here for New Orleans to keep the drive alive. Colston could not get to it. And now the Saints will punt. I'll watch for the fake punt. And this is a touchback. So Tampa Bay starts at their own 20. And I think they'll try to get a score here. They have 3 timeouts. The Saints have 2. They're going to go over the middle. Long slant to Evans. DeBerg gets it away, but incomplete. Robinson provided good coverage for New Orleans. Hitch to Evans on second and 10. Incomplete, deflected by Jackson. Third and 10, 1:21 to go. How about Evans on the medium slant? Incomplete. A very disappointing 3 and out for Tampa Bay. DeBerg now 7 for 14 after the hot start. Bidwell in the punt. 1:15 left in the half. And now you give the Saints a chance at their own 34 with 1:10 and 2 timeouts left. First and 10. To Chuck Muncie. Muncie gets away. 50. 40. And he might have broken one there if not for the tackle by Mark Barron. Barron takes a wrong angle there. That's 6 points. Muncie, that was his longest run of the year, 29 yards. And that puts the Bucs backed up to their own 37. First and 10 for the Saints. The Saints trying to march one in before the half, and that's to Chandler, and he tiptoes down the right sideline, and that's a gain of 21 yards. First and 10 at the 16. We have 50 seconds left, so the Saints now have plenty of time. Over the middle to Graham, and he's got a touchdown. I believe he had the first one today. He did, from 9 yards out, and now he has one from 16 for his second. Anderson to make it 14-7. He does. And with 39 seconds left, the Bucs will get it again. Here's Higgins. And a touchback. So no return there. Bucs got to get something going here. They did not want to fall behind against New Orleans and have the psychological remembrances of the games that have gone by for Tampa Bay. but they still have all 3 timeouts. Medium slant to Evans on first down. And DeBerg dropping back. This looks like trouble, and it is. Interception, pick 6. Myers with a pick 6. His first of the year. Interceptions and a touchdown. So it's 20-7, just like that. New Orleans. And now a 21-7 lead. 29 seconds left. Higgins with a nice return here past the 30 to the 34. Now, the Saints get the ball to start the second half, I believe, so I don't think the Bucs have anything to lose trying to pass it again. Post to Kevin House with 19 seconds left. He gets it away. Incomplete. And with 7 seconds to go, nothing to lose. I don't think we're that far out to try a Hail Mary. We are too far out to try a Hail Mary, so we might as well just throw the bomb. And we'll look for Evans. Blitz will come, but what does it matter? And he's sacked by Knight. DeBerg sacked by Knight. So after starting out strong, it's been a disaster for Tampa Bay. We go to the half. They trail 21-7. Saturdays at 7 o'clock. Some of you who follow this channel will love this series that I do, the Grand Slam Wrestling Match of the Week. Usually we follow the World Heavyweight Champion around, and sometimes we do a World Junior Heavyweight Championship match, and sometimes we do other matches. So that's Saturdays at 7 o'clock. You'll see the latest in GSW action using the very fine Wrestling's Finest Version 3 program right here on the Big Paulie's World of Sports Sims channel. And we get back to the game. 21-7 at halftime. New Orleans 212 yards, 30 plays. Tampa Bay at 147 on 31 plays, but that one turnover, that pick 6, looming large. And the Buccaneers do not want to go to 0-8. I'm sure, but you never know. Arizona gave Pittsburgh the battle that gave them a good battle, and they wound up winning that game to finally get their first win. And the Bucs hoping to follow suit. Atkins, Williams, and Dodd, Wilson and Dodd, back deep for New Orleans, and we'll get this game underway again. And that's a kickoff out of bounds by Husted. Just to make matters worse for Tampa Bay, New Orleans starts from their own 40. Nice field position for them. First and 10. Breeze sacked by Claiborne. Logan injured himself, and he is out for the game. He will be replaced by Anthony McFarland, better known as Booger. And it's now 2nd and 17 at the 33. This is a dump to Ricky Williams, who had nice running room, 34 yards. Ricky Williams getting loose. That's his 4th carry for 55 yards today. First and 10 at the 33. Ricky Williams rushing the ball this time. He gains 2. Derek Brooks on the stop. Now a 2nd and 8 at the 31. Breeze back. Looks, fires. Completed to Graham. Gained 10 yards. Last week against Green Bay, Graham had 5 catches for 65. First and 10 at the 21. And a timeout by Breeze. He saw something he didn't like, so they'll just go over to Sean Payton and chat it out. First and 10 again. Pitch to Williams. Williams gains 4 to the 17. Tampa Bay not really able to get through, with that exception of that one sack that just occurred that Claiborne got. And it's been kind of quiet. New Orleans offensive line doing a good job keeping Breeze relatively clean. 2nd and 6 at the 17. Here is Muncie. He gains 4 yards to set up a 3rd and 2. at the 13. Here's that play now. Williams will be short by 2 yards of the first down. Morton Anderson coming on. A critical field goal here to make it a 3-score game. Right down the money. Right down the middle, and it's 24-7. Right down the money kind of works too. And now Tampa Bay down 3 scores, 24-7. And here's Higgins. He will down it. Bucs are going to make a change at running back. And they're going to put James Wilder in, number 32. And they're going to get it to him on an off-tackle right play. I think you'll see Wilder get a lot of passes thrown his way, too. Gain of 7. Setting up 2nd and 3. In fact, here they go to him right now on a screen. Wilder to the 30, to the 35, to the 39. A gain of 12. Evans. Medium slant on 1st and 10, but a marker.
False start. Offense. Number 72. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Penalty against Donald Pennigan. That's the 3rd penalty for the Bucs. 10 yards. Saints have only committed 3 penalties, but for 35 yards. Mark Carrier on the slant on 1st and 15. Incomplete, but another marker.
Holding. Offense. Number 61. 10-yard penalty.
Back him up 5 more. Mayberry called for a hold. Wilder on the screen on 1st and 25. It's good. And Wilder gains 19 of those 25 yards back. Outside run, Wilder. 2nd and 6. And there's a marker.
Holding. Offense. Number 13. 10-yard penalty.
Bucs cannot get out of their own way. Evans called for holding, and it's 2nd and 16 now. They'll go medium cross to Giles. Instead, a dump off to Wilder, who gains 9. Here is the replay of that play, which I didn't mean to show you, but I somehow wound up doing. Mayberry out. Zuda has come in. He's out of Rutgers. 3rd down and 7. And it's going to be a hitch to Evans, number 13. Incomplete. DeBerg now 10 for 20, 148 yards, 1 interception that was returned for a touchdown, and 1 touchdown. 7:58, not looking good for the Bucs at this point to get their first win of the season. Here's Bidwell on the punt. And a nice return of 15 yards by Dodd. Punt went 40, so the net was 25. New Orleans takes over. They lead 24-7 with 7:52 left in the 3rd. Ricky Williams, that's a loss, 1 yard. Levante David making the tackle. It is now 2nd and 11 at the 32. This is Ricky back to the line again. No pickup. And Brooks made the tackle there. 3rd and 11 at the 32. The throw by Breeze connects to Graham. And that's another first down. 17 yards. Season high on catches there for him. 7 for 82. And how is New Orleans doing on 3rd downs? Because it seems like they've converted a bunch of them. He had 5 out of 8 so far. 1st and 10 at the 49 of New Orleans. Graham again. A first down again. 14 yards. Aqib Talib finally made the tackle there. 1st and 10 at the Tampa Bay 37 with 5:43 left. Chuck Muncie. Gain of 7. Barber on the stop. And Muncie now with 60 yards rushing on 5 carries. That's his season high. 2nd and 3 at the Tampa Bay 30. As New Orleans looks to extend the lead. No pickup for Williams to Liebhart, and his return is questionable. So the defensive backfield for Tampa Bay is now Barber, Kelly, Lynch, Barron, and Donnie Abraham, who comes in. He's out of East Tennessee State. 3rd and 3 at the 30. Give to Ricky Williams. He does not get the first down. No gain. And they bring Morton Anderson in to try one from 47. In rainy conditions, it's good. It's 27-7 with 3:19 to go, third quarter. And Steve DeBerg is going to have to get hot here. No two ways about it. Hagen's back deep. And that's a touchback because the kick went 8 yards into the end zone. Evans, a long slant on 1st and 10. Incomplete. Wilder on the short pass, which we're going to actually change to a screen on 2nd down. That's well covered. Incomplete. It's almost like New Orleans knows the plays before they're called. House, medium cross. Did he get the first down? No, just short. 4th and inches. You got to punt here. Bidwell. Line of scrimmage to 30. And let's see what happened there. Might be a fumble. Might be Tampa Bay's ball. It is. Punt went 58 yards. Dodd backpedaled and fumbled. Gruber recovered for Tampa Bay, and they catch a big break. Ball is at the 17 in New Orleans. Medium passing play to Evans here on 1st down. And Evans gets a highly needed touchdown for Tampa Bay. I was just beginning to think a field goal would not do them any good. Point after try, good, and it's 27-14 as Husted puts that through, and we have 2:01 left in the third quarter. Still time for the Bucs to get in it. Atkins back deep. They're going to have to put some pressure on Drew Brees, which they really haven't been able to do in a game. And a holding penalty on the kickoff backs New Orleans up to their own 11. So maybe, just maybe, 1st and 10 for the Saints. It's Ricky Williams. A gain of 4. McCoy makes the tackle. Gerald McCoy now plays for the Dallas Cowboys. 2nd and 6 at the 15. Ricky Williams. Close to the first, but just short. Kelly made the tackle. Henry Childs comes in as a second tight end. And it's now 3rd and inches at the 21. Williams has the first down. Gain of 2. And that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. New Orleans 27 and Tampa Bay 14. Bet you didn't know we had a blog. There's the URL for the blog. It's Big Paulie's World of Sports Sims at wordpress.com. And this is another little place where, things happen. And you never know if YouTube will ever go down. At the moment, you need to call it up on your computer. So I have set up a way to show you what I do on a daily basis beyond the realm of YouTube, and that is the blog. It's a free WordPress blog. And when people start WordPress blogs with a .com, they yell amateur. Well, I don't think that way. It's just another service, another way for me to show you what I'm doing on a daily basis. Should something ever go wrong with YouTube, technology being the way it is. So again, that address, Big Paulie's World of Sports Sims, you see it, just one big giant word, .wordpress.com. Back to the game. 308 total yards for New Orleans on 46 plays. Tampa Bay 221 on 40. 1st and 10 for New Orleans at their own 23. I'm going to mute myself because I have to cough. Gain of 2 for Chuck Muncie, setting up second and 8. Hardy Nickerson on the stop for the Bucs. Second and 8 at the 25. Muncie again, no pickup. So the Bucs need to stop. Third and 8 at the 25. Screen to Ricky Williams, and he gets the first down. But we have a marker.
Holding offense. Number 73, 10-yard penalty.
The left guard, Evans, commits a holding, and it's third and 18. Ball to 15. A sack. Leroy Selman introduces himself. One Hall of Famer meeting, perhaps. I don't think there's any doubt that Drew Brees is going to be a future Hall of Famer once his playing days end. So a present member of the Hall of Fame meets a future member of the Hall of Fame. Morstead back to punt. Tampa Bay will set up for the return. 13-16 left to go. And a nice return by Humphreys of 12 yards. And Tampa Bay has it at their own 49, first and 10. And we're going to go for the downs here. A bomb post to Carrier. Boom! 6 points. Kaboom! Mark Carrier from Steve DeBerg, and it's a 27-20 game. Your point after, good. 27-21. We still got 12-20 left, folks. Anybody's game now. Atkins back deep for New Orleans. And Atkins all the way out to the 36. Jackson made the stop for the Bucs. First and 10. Muncie. A nice gain of 5 yards. Leroy Selman made the tackle for the Bucs. Second and 5 at the 41. Over the middle, he finds Graham. That's a gain of 8. First and 10 now at the 49. Graham. I'm sorry, that's Horn. Joe Horn. A gain of 9. Rondé Barber made the tackle. And now the Saints come out with a little fire in their belly. Second and 1. Ricky, short of the first down marker. Claiborne on the stop. Tampa Bay crowd chanting defense, defense, defense. Third and 2. 43-yard line of Tampa Bay. That's a throw and a catch to Wes Chandler. Gains 7. And Breeze, 19 for 27, 246 on the yardage. He has 2 touchdowns. Bucs have to keep the Saints off the board here. First and 10. Muncie, close to the first down on the first down play. Gain of 8. Nickerson on the stop. Second and 2. Can the Bucs make a turnover happen? Something, anything. 1-yard gain. Ricky Williams on the draw. Claiborne on the stop. Third and a yard. Marker.
False start. Offense. Number 88, 5-yard penalty.
Graham backs him up 5. Third and 6 from the 32. Can the Bucs get a stop here? No. Graham redeems himself by making another catch of 7 yards. He has, on the day, 9 catches for 97 yards. Another catch gets him to 100 in all likelihood. First and 10 at the 25. Breeze to Muncie over the middle. Another first down, a gain of 11. Breeze having quite a day. 21 out of 29 for 264. 6 minutes to go. First and 10. Bucs may be in trouble. 7-yard gain for Muncie, and Abraham on the stop for the Bucs. Second and 3. Williams. And they got the first down. Turley was hurt. His return questionable. Brown will go in to replace him. That is Jamal Brown. And it's first and goal at the 4. And Muncie, never a doubt. Touchdown, New Orleans. And now they will go for 2 to try to make it a 14-point lead. Williams, 2 points. 35-21. So Tampa Bay needs 2 touchdowns, and they need them quick. 4.5 to go in regulation. Here's your kickoff to Higgins. And I didn't see who got that. It was Humphreys who returned it, but only to the 14. Sure, the Bucs will speed it up here. Out to Carrier, medium out. He just caught that bomb to give him a touchdown. Waymer was hurt. One of the corners, and his return is probable. They put Poe in, Johnny Poe, to replace him, and he's a 6 cornerback, which is better for the Bucs. 4:15 to go. Let's see, where is Mr. Poe? He's lined up against Kevin House. So let's try a long fly to Kevin. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Wilder, screen pass. And Wilder's got a first down to the 45 to the 46, a gain of 15. Bucs will go to the hurry up. House on the slant. And he's got it. Gain of 17. Bucs will again hurry. 3:33 to go. Medium out to Carrier. Off of his hands, incomplete. It's now a 2nd and 10 at the 37. They'll look to Giles on the medium slant play. And Giles might be open. He is. Gain of 16. Ball is at the 21. Bucs will hurry. 3:09 to go. A long hitch to Carrier, who has 1 touchdown on the day. And that goes to House, a gain of 11. The Bird goes over 300 on the day, his first 300-yard game, but this is his first start. To Giles, medium slant, 2:42 left. Incomplete. 2nd and goal from the 10. Short pass to Wilder. Can Wilder find the end zone? No. Gain of 3, and that's it. But he gets out of bounds to Giles. Jimmy Giles on the short cross on 3rd and goal. Incomplete. Okay, so this is the situation. For Tampa Bay to stay alive, they have to score here. Quarterback must pass. We're going to Mike Evans. On 4th and goal from the 7. Blitz coming. We're going to change the play to a medium slant. Make sure it goes to the end zone. And the Berg throws. A pick. Waymer intercepts at the goal line. He won't bring it out. That's his 3rd pick of the year. 2:08 to go. Bucs did not have to use a timeout, but now they're in trouble. The Berg is now 19 for 36, 305 yards, 2 interceptions to go of his 3 touchdown passes. 35-21 New Orleans. Muncie to the line, and that's it. Bucs will not use a timeout. They will let the clock tick to the 2-minute warning and then start using their timeouts. 2nd and 9 at the 21. Bucs need a turnover. Breeze is going to throw. I don't know why you would there. Gain of 5 to Graham. And he's at 102 yards on the day, so he gets over the 100-yard mark, and he makes his 10th catch. Bucs will call time. 3rd and 4. To Ricky. He's short of the first down. A gain of 3. Bucs will use their 2nd timeout with 1:45 to go. And Morstead in the punt. Penalty. If it's against the Bucs, that's the game.
Offsides, defense.
There it is.
5-yard penalty.
And it's Leroy Selman who commits the penalty. And now the Saints can run out the clock, or just about. Ricky Williams, no gain. Bucs will use the time. Out. And that gives them none. Second and 10 at the 34. 1 yard run for Williams. Williams again. Gain of 2. Bucs will go for the block. Return it. And that was a return of 12 yards. The punt went 45. The net was 33. 17 seconds left to go. And the Bucs have to use the sidelines and hope for a miracle score here with not too much time left. Carrier, medium out. Did he get out of bounds? Yes, he did. A gain of 14. He goes over 100 on the day. But now the Bucs cannot win. They cannot score in time. With 9 seconds to go, they would really need something good to happen. And quarterback must pass. Bomb to Evans. I hope they score with time on the clock. Incomplete. That should be the game, and it is. Bucs fall to 0-8. New Orleans beats them 35-21. Gotta be disappointed if you're a Bucs fan. The Berg did come in and play better. 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. But Breeze was on his game, 122.8 rating. I would give him the player of the game honors. Statistically speaking, Tampa Bay, 365 yards. New Orleans at 387. New Orleans 4 out of 5 in the red zone. The Bucs 2 out of 4. 2 turnovers really killed the Buccaneers, including the pick 6 they got just before halftime that New Orleans benefited by. And New Orleans had 1 turnover. Bucs ran 54 plays. New Orleans ran 66. New Orleans had it for 36 minutes. Tampa Bay only held it 24. Scoring summary. DeBerg threw 3 touchdown passes. Carrier, Evans, Carrier. But New Orleans was just too strong. A 35-21 win for them. We'll look at the standings in the lower south. And we will note that Houston and Jacksonville will be playing each other very shortly. New Orleans will still be in first place despite the Houston-Jacksonville score, whichever way that goes. Houston 3-4, Jacksonville 2-6. Tampa Bay in the rear at 0-8. But right now, looks like 3 wins, if the season ended today, would probably get a team into the playoffs. So there's still hope for Tampa Bay, but not much. Our next 3 games, in fact, Houston-Jacksonville will be the next game. Minnesota and Detroit, both those games tomorrow. Then Pittsburgh and Baltimore. Steve DeBerg took player of the game honors, which I find surprising, with his 310-yard effort, 20 out of 38, and he did throw those 2 interceptions. Your final again, 35-21, New Orleans beats Tampa Bay. This has been Big Paulie coming to you. Wishing you a pleasant good evening, good morning, good afternoon, as the case may be. Godspeed and God bless. Take care of you. Take care of yourselves wherever you are and wherever you may be. Bye-bye for now, everybody.